What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter. I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his feedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? How are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, we started right on time. I said 4:20, and what is it? 4:20. I don't have my shot lined up. I'm sorry. That's a price you got to pay. Who cares? Who cares? That's my backdrop. Just a shirt and a door. I want to try to make it a little even. I don't know why it's always slanted. Just the things I got to deal with. Try to make it a little less slanted. Is that helping? Is that making it worse? I got stuff to get. Who cares, right? We don't care. You know what? We'll just take this down. There we go. Take that down. Who gives a damn? Just trying to get comfortable here. I got stuff to talk about. We don't even need there. Let's focus. All right, what's up? Yeah, just been doing shows in New York City. Got 2 shows tonight. I think I'm going to ride my bike in. I think so. I think I'm going to ride my bike into the city. I tried doing it before. I did it a couple times last week. Too hot. Today, I think it's doable. I don't want to be a sweaty mess when I get there. I think today could be all right. I'm going to go running after this. That's what I'm do. Get some running in, and then I did not make it to the fancy gym last week. I know I was going to do that. Also, I'm going to get my cleanse going. I got to do a 5-day cleanse. We're going to do that, and I'm going to be healthy and looking good. And I already got a couple Venmos. Thank you, guys. I got 2 Venmos just for doing a show today. So that's very nice, very generous. I'm not going to say the names because I don't want people to. There's no reason unless you say in your Venmo, go ahead and say I Venmo'd you. Then I'll do it. But if you don't want me to, I will not. All right. So last night I got in at like 3:30 last night, and then I saw Melton. I saw a little bit of Melton's stream. That's it. That's all I've seen in the Davverse. I tried to follow the Mr. Kill Everything Ashley Cummings saga. First of all, I'm happy for Mr. Kill Everything. I think he's officially over Mazzy. I think that's over. I think we could put that romance to bed. Time to move on. So he's moved on in a lot of drama. I don't know. I guess they had their relations, whatever their relations were, but their relations. Which also was, so he was supposed to pay to stay at her place, and they're dating. So they're dating, and he's supposed to pay. That's weird. I never had a girlfriend. It was like, oh, by the way, you owe me $50 for coming over here. I thought that was odd. Like, what's going on? But I did want to get this. I did see this morning on Twitter. I saw my man Joey C. This is courtesy of Obnoxious John posted this on Twitter. So I guess Joey was doing a live stream and somebody screamed for him to call an ambulance. And Joey C's like, I'm the GOAT. Someone else got this whole thing is bizarre because I don't think this person really needed an ambulance. You be the judge. We'll watch this together. You tell me. So there's Joey. Obnoxious John tweeted this out. Here's Obnoxious John. I guess he's doing his stream. And someone breaks their neck, which is also weird because if someone breaks their neck, they're yelling pretty good for someone that has a broken neck. You think like if you broke your neck, you would not be able to yell at the top of your lungs. And also, why don't they call 911? The way Joey just can't be bothered because he's streaming. All right, here we go. You guys be the judge of this. Let me know what's gone. I think the person that broke their neck might be more out of their mind than Joey C, if that's possible. But yeah, so just oblivious to each other. I don't know who self-diagnoses that they broke their neck, but here we go. Here's the GOAT.
Huh? Call you.
This is Joey C doing a live stream. His walk and talk. We got a nice shot of his man boob right there. You got to get the man boob in the shot, little under boob. Got to put it on there. So there it is. Got a nice man. little man boob right there.
I can't hear you. I don't know.
I broke my neck. Just someone yelling, I broke my neck. Huh? I can't hear you. I broke my neck. That's a quick diagnosis right there. Like, oh, shoot, I think I broke my neck again.
You? I can't hear you. I don't know. I broke my neck. You broke your neck? Call an ambulance? I'm doing a live stream. If I do that, I'll have someone call. Hey, call an ambulance, somebody, for this guy. 7th Avenue and 39th Street. He needs an ambulance. He's at the bus stop. 7th Avenue, North 39th Street, Tampa, Florida. So it's East 7th Avenue and North 39th Street. He's at the bus stop. He's on the north side of the street at the bus stop until he broke his neck. They're coming.
He's helping the people out there in Florida. He's helping them out there at the bus stop. I broke my neck. How do you break your neck at a bus stop? Just hanging out at a bus stop. Or did they break their neck instead of getting an ambulance? Which I agree with. Do not just randomly get in an ambulance. Do not do that. Maybe that's how it is. If someone calls an ambulance for you and you get in the ambulance, you don't have to pay for it. I don't know, but that's not true because I had to pay for my ambulance ride. So I don't know how that checks out. But so this person wants Joey C to call an ambulance when they broke their very quick diagnosis. Like, oh, clearly that broke my neck. That's clearly what happened right here. Hey, you with the phone. Is Joey C the only one that has a phone in Tampa, Florida? Doesn't this person have a phone? They're obviously fine enough to yell. I don't know if you could yell if you got a broken neck.
Someone could do that because I don't want to interrupt the stream.
You can't interrupt the stream, dude. You got to go on. The show must go on. Joey just walking with his healthy neck. Just says, also hold the camera a little up, Joey. We could just see your face. We don't gotta see your boob.
No.
I guess a bus just got that. Sounded like a bus just showed up.
I think a bench is a little bit over by the factory. Oh man, my back is fucking killing me, man.
His back's well, their neck is killing them, Joey C. So I don't know. Was Joey C supposed to stop his stream to call 911? I think you would investigate if someone's like that, but they don't sound like they're really in pain. If they're able to yell at the top of their lungs, I don't think that is. But the bus actually did come. If you could tell, the bus actually did come. So.
Huh? Call you.
Are they walking too? How is he walking farther away from them and then still hearing them?
I don't know. I broke my neck.
I broke
your neck? Call an ambulance? I'm doing a live stream. If I do that,
He can't.
I'll have someone call. Hey, call an ambulance, somebody, for this guy. 7th Avenue and 39th Street. He needs an ambulance. He's at the bus stop. 7th Avenue, North 39th Street, Tampa, Florida. So it's East 7th Avenue and North 39th Street is at the bus stop. He's on the north side of the street at the bus stop until he broke his neck.
There he is. He's doing a good Samaritan. So there you go. Call in that ambulance.
Someone could do that because I don't want to interrupt the stream.
But how can they call when they're watching your stream? So, all right. I found that. I don't know how to play that. I don't know. If someone asked me to call I guess I would call an ambulance for them. I would say I would stop my stream. Also, you could continue with the stream and call 911 if you want. I mean, you're already on your phone. It's just StreamYard. You know how you can do multiple things on your phone. You know how you can look at something on the internet while you're on your phone. So you could still multitask, Joey C. You could still like call 911 and do your stream. Like, just tell them what's going on. Hey, I don't know this person. They said they broke their neck. They asked for someone to call an ambulance. That's it. Do your civic duty. Call the ambulance and get out of the way. There you go. And then you can do your walk and talk while an ambulance is going. So I take it back. I digress. I think he should have called the ambulance. I don't think he had to interrupt his stream in order to call an ambulance. So Joey C., I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but after further review, I think you could have, if you had to do your stream, you still could have continued with your stream and called 911 for the person. You could have at least made the call. Like, hey, my name's Joe Catalano. I do not know this person, but they said they broke their neck. I'm not a doctor, neither are they, but they're here. I have a phone. I guess they don't. They're asking for an ambulance. There you go. But it sounds like the bus came because I did hear a bus open. If you listen. Right there. That's a bus. I've been on the bus before. Right there. That's a bus pulling up. So I guess he's kind of off the hook in that, but still, Joey C, do the right thing. Just call an ambulance for the person. I was on the east side of Cleveland, and I saw two dudes beating the crap out of a guy. Not a nice area. A little out of University Circle, like East 101st Street in Cedar. It's where Bone Thugs is from, where they killed Uncle Charles. Right? At the height of Bone Thugs and Harmony's popularity. That's where they get. And I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all, in front of his home. What they did was wrong. But I saw two dudes beating the crap out of a guy. I don't know what's going on. So I called 911. I think I talked about this on past stream. So I called 911 and be like, hey, just to let you know, just a heads up. There's two guys beating the crap out of a guy. I don't know what it's about. I don't know these people. See something, do something. I'm just letting you know. This is where it's at. I told him that. And the person on the phone on 911 is like, well, we need you to hang out there until we get there. And I'm like, no. It's like, no, why? What do you want me to investigate? No, I'm not hanging out here. What am I next? I'm like, no, I go, I don't feel safe hanging out here. I do not know these people. I just see this going on. I don't know if they have weapons or anything. All I know, I don't know what the altercation's about. I'm just letting you know. Do with the information what you want to do with the information. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I saw something. I said something. So that's it. So Joey C., you could call the ambulance. I know the bus did show up there, but at the same time, you're on the hook. You're on the hook, man. So, all right. I just wanted to get into some of that. There's my Joey C. situation, and this is difficult for me to do because my one browser doesn't have, with a browser that has my StreamYard, doesn't have my Twitter in it for whatever reason. I don't know how to hook it all up. I don't know. I got to somehow link it, but in the meantime, I don't know if you guys saw this stuff going on, and then this is the big story in the news. That's what I do. These are the that's the story in the news is Joey C. And the breaking of necks in Tampa, Florida. A lot of people breaking necks in Florida. That seems to happen. And then this is my other story. This is what's going on. The other topic of conversation. This is the big news story of the weekend. Simone Biles and Riley Gaines. I don't know if you guys are following this at all. Simone Biles, Olympic gymnast. She's won tons of medals over a bunch of Olympics. She's dating a guy in the Chicago Bears as well. Her life is going amazing. Riley Gaines was a collegiate swimmer at the University of Kentucky. And I guess the thing going on is Riley Gaines lost a swimming match to, I don't know who, to a transgender lady. That's what she did. And I think like even transgenders in sport, I think I even had a joke about it. Like the first time the woman won a women's college championship, one of the jokes on my special about transgenders in sport, I'm like, yeah, I'm all for it. And I'm just doing a joke. And I'm like, yeah, I'm all for it. Why not? Like, good for that. I'm glad she won the race, right? Yeah, I'm glad she won the race. Just deal with it. She won. Right? No reason to protest. Like, no one was outside protesting for me when I was playing sixth grade football against a bunch of dudes that failed the fifth grade 3 years in a row. No, I don't think those kids were purposely trying not to learn how to read so they could beat the shit out of me every other Saturday. I think just a dumb joke. Just a dumb joke. My joke is more like taking shots at myself. That's what my joke is. But I guess it's like a real deal. So I did not know this, but apparently. So let's get into what Simone Biles. So let's see. I'm going to put up the one that's first. So this is June 6th at 10:05 p.m. This is June 7th. So all right, we'll go with the first one. And also we'll look up. Let's see what Simone Biles has been saying on. So Simone Biles is saying that no, transgender should not be allowed in sports. In women's sports, it's not fair. Let them compete against biological females. Again, this isn't my thing to fight, or no. But and Simone Biles is defending the transgender women, saying no, they have a right to compete. You just got to deal with it. And Riley Gaines like it's not fair. Not only that, but biological women are allowed to, or the women that are born female often have to share a locker room with the women that were born with as a man. They have to share. It's like, and they're saying, and Riley Gaines, a swimmer, saying it's not comfortable to share a locker room with someone who's born biologically a man or whatever. Again, I don't care. I don't have to be in that situation. So it's easy for me just to sit there on the side. But I don't know. It's a weird look for Simone Biles. Let's go through her. We'll go through her. So this is how we'll see some of her tweets. I love this is a real Simone Biles because it's a weird thing. There's her boyfriend that plays for the Bears. I love my black job. I don't know why she's saying Ricky DeVito. Simone Biles being the GOAT, winning gold medals and dominating gymnastics is her black job. Oh, so it's someone taking a shot at. So it's just her responding to trolls, I guess. And she's just going with her out. So let's find where this all transpires. I maybe this is not on her. All right. All right, let's get out of Simone Biles. We'll go to Riley Gaines' tweets because Riley Gaines seems to be the one that has most power. But she's trying to say, in her defense, that, I mean, Simone Biles did have to deal with the Larry Nassar situation. That's the gymnast trainer who was sexually assaulting women. The guy's in jail, I'm assuming for life. Just numerous women that came forward with sexual assault. So this is Simone Biles.
Also a survivor of sexual abuse, and I believe without a doubt that the circumstances that led to my abuse and allowed it to continue are directly the result of the fact that
All right. So this is her talking about the Larry Nassar situation and why it's so horrible. But then Riley Gaines is like, all right. I think a lot of people are saying, all right, so what if Larry Nassar, the guy who sexually assaulted a bunch of women and is in prison for it, what if now he decides he's going to be a female? Should he go to the women's prison? Because, like, that's what he's... So you see the argument. It's a slippery slope. So it's weird that...
organizations created by Congress to oversee and protect me as an athlete, USA Gymnastics, and the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee failed to do their jobs. I don't want another young gymnast, Olympic athlete, or any individual to experience the horror that I...
Now, I don't think this... I think this is a little apple and oranges, too. Like, as far as, like, yes, all right, this Olympic trainer that was horribly inappropriate. He's in jail for life, as well as he should be. So, Riley Gaines, it is not fair to compare that to someone who identifies as a woman sharing a locker room. But, yeah, I do think, all right, if some people are not comfortable with that, just give them their own little section of the locker room. Let them use their own. You don't have to. And also showers are showers to themselves for the most part. But Simone Biles, when she had to endure a predatory man versus Simone Biles, when the other girls have to endure a predatory man. All right, so I don't think that automatically makes this person. Simone Biles replying back to Riley Gaines, "You're truly sick. All this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports." All right. Well, then I think it'd just be one swimmer in there. So I guess, yeah, give her her own medal. Like, you want to be a transgender athlete? Fine. Do that. I'm for that. Have your own transgender category. That's fine, too. But instead, you bully them. One thing for sure is no one in a sport is safe with you around. I don't. So essentially, this is just them firing shots at each other. So I guess it got ugly. But then even she starts calling Simone Biles starts calling Riley Gaines a man. Today, a boy will compete for 3 separate girls' states titles at the California Track and Field State Championship. So it seems like Riley Gaines is going out on a mission to end all transgenders in sports. It seems like that's what he's doing because she lost a race, and it is weird. I think these are two extremes going at it. If I'm Simone Biles, I would just shut up. I mean, right now, the transgender ladies are competing in sports. Just let it be what it is. All right, fine. Riley Gaines, you lost the race to someone who's biologically born a man. Who gives a damn? You get to be the top female. So go ahead and do that. Just do that. I think that's the easiest thing. Just have a transgender own thing. And again, again, this is not even what men don't belong. So all right. I think this Riley Gaines is like kind of going out on a limb here. Men don't belong in women's sports. Stand with Angelina Carino. Now that is too. Who's that? That something Fox, the MMA fighter that was born a man, transgender lady, Fallon Fox, who like was just beating the living shit out of women in the MMA ring. That was brutal to watch. That was. So yeah, there are some limits, but they're just going at it on Twitter. But it seems like it's more Riley Gaines going after Simone Biles. So there's Riley Gaines losing a race to that lady. So yeah, it looks like everything on her Yeah, she's really going on a campaign to just end all transgender sports. Kind of ugly thing, but also Simone Biles don't take the bait. Simone Biles called her a man. Called Riley Gaines a man, like, oh, compete against someone like you because you are a man. Like, she's only 5'5". But it seems to be working for Riley Gaines. She's got over 50,000 new followers in the past 10 days. So it just seems like people just want dumb shit to bitch about. So that's what she's doing. All right. This was not as uplifting as what I thought it would be. I don't know how you guys feel. Templated converters. You don't know how to sign in with Twitter. No, that's the thing. It's like I got 2 different Twitter accounts, and there's not a Twitter on the where I have my StreamYard. So yeah, I guess I don't. This is my Twitter account. So it seems like this Riley Gaines is like trying to just get traction, doing whatever dumb shit she can do to get traction. So good for her. I hope it's working out for her. It seems to be doing it. She seems to be getting what she wants out of the situation. So I guess it's working out for Riley Gaines. But I don't like it. It seems like a cap. At first, when I first saw this from a distance, I was kind of like, oh, Simone Biles comes off a little unhinged. But now that I'm looking at it, it seems like this Riley is getting the rise out of people she wants. She's literally just looking for her own little things to debate a conversation in the direction she wants it. And then once she gets it, that's what she goes with. And that's what she's doing. So fantastic. Johnny Carson, gifting him. Thank you. Johnny F. Carson, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Thank you, buddy. Keep the membership tabs open, you punks. You never heard of Michaela Maroney or Sean Johnson discussing these things? Seems to be more of an area interest for ugly gymnasts. No, I mean, come on, Age of Squirrel. I mean, you're my guy and all, but you have to admit that Larry Nassar thing was disgusting. And also the way everyone turned a blind eye to it on top of it. Yeah, and like, how long was it? And there was like, and it was going on for years and years. I mean, it's fucking disgusting. Like what those girls had to go through and everything that was going on. Like, it's almost, and like wasn't he like, would deal with their injuries and stuff. So like, almost like if you sprain, no wonder why when Kerry Strug got hurt in the Olympics and like, go see the trainer. So like, no, I will vault with one ankle, 1 foot. I'm good. I don't want to go see the trainer. You know, I mean, maybe that's why she didn't go see the trainer. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. Like, so, I mean, that guy, complete animal, but everyone turning a fucking blind eye on it on top of it is fucking gross. So you're right. This is not, I had more uplifting stuff to talk about. I don't know why I went down this rabbit hole. Not so humorous. Get off this topic and talk tuna packets. Not wrong. All right, we will get off this topic for sure. All right, here's that was an ugly topic. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty ugly topic. But I think definitely this Riley Gaines is just baiting things to get her own agenda out there. That's clearly what I see is going on. She was the first one to lose a race to a transgender woman. And she saw that, and now she's calling out foul on everything, and not everything's foul. I mean, Simone Biles has already got a platform. She did not need to like go to that level and essentially get in the dirt and fight dirty back. She didn't need to do that, and she did. She chose to do that. But all that did is give this Riley Gaines more of a platform. And the more I'm looking at this Riley Gaines Twitter, the more I think she's got her own agenda. She's worried about her Twitter followers. You know, she's like, if anything, nobody would know who the hell Riley Gaines is if she did not lose a race to a transgender woman that was born with male genitalia. None of us would know who I wouldn't know who Riley Gaines is. She would have been known as someone that won a collegiate swimming race. That's it. That's all she'd be. Do we know anyone else that won those? No, we don't. We know none of the other women. So the best thing that could have ever happened to Riley Gaines is she lost a race to a transgender lady and did not win a swimming collegiate championship. She just didn't. And that's what gave her a platform. So if anything, if I'm Riley Gaines, I would be thanking Leah Thomas every day. Thank you for racing against me. Because no one would know who the fuck I was. I would not have 1.5 million people following me on social media. I would have nothing to bitch about. I'd be a nobody. So thank you for winning that race. Thank you for transgendering, competing against me, and beating the shit out of me in a swimming race with your lung capacity being greater than mine and all that. So there you go. There you go. I just flipped my thing. Riley Gaines, you owe a thank you to Leah Thomas. Say thank you to Leah Thomas. Like, thank you for being in that race. None of you would know who the hell I am. Simone Biles wouldn't know who I am. 1.5 million people wouldn't know who the hell I am. You wouldn't be on the Rock Bottom podcast with me talking about it if you didn't lose a race. We wouldn't know you. Cigarette Jones would have no idea who you are. I'd be talking about tuna packets with Cigarette Jones if you didn't lose that race to Leah Thomas. Age of Squirrel wouldn't know who the hell you are if you didn't lose that swimming race. He'd be sitting here talking about Shawn Johnson and Michaela Maroney and the horrific things that they had to go through. So, no, I think Riley Gaines, you losing a swimming race is not comparable to the stuff that Shawn Johnson and Michaela Maroney had to deal with. What they had to deal with is more horrific than losing a race to a transgender lady. So, all right, I flip-flop. I'm against Riley Gaines. At first, I was like, oh, why is Simone Biles going down? Simone Biles quit responding to her. That's what I say. That's what I say. So there you go. Template converse. Did you hear that Whitney Cummings is apparently dating Ian Hawke now? Oh, that's the one that. Why did someone tell me, why did Mr. Kill Everything even go to California? Was he going there? He just happened to be going there to buy a bottle of whiskey? Is that why he went to California? Going to California with this. But the song in my heart, the Led Zeppelin song. Someone told me there's a woman out there with flowers in her and flowers in her hair. Took my chances on a big jet plane. Don't let them tell you that they're all the same. Yeah. Someone told me there's a. All right. Yeah, when it comes apparently to. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know Ashley Cummings at all. I don't know her. I don't know Mr. Kill Everything at all. But I did think that was just kind of interesting. All that stuff. What it's about, I have no idea. I think they both got what they wanted out of the situation. I don't know. You know who won in that whole situation? Mazzy, because Mazzy gets to wash her hands of the Mr. Kill Everything situation. Mazzy's like, all right, I'm out. I don't got to do this no more. It's all you, Ashley. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe. She's always doing every clip I see, she's doing the breathing exercises. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Got a machine head. Got a machine head. Beloved chatter, these new MLC regulars make you look like a relatively sober genius who never knew how good we had it with you and Chad. Like I said, I see the Doom clips because they pop up in my feed. I still have no idea exactly what. Why was he going there? Was he going like? I still don't get it. So he was going out there to get a hotel room. That's all I got. He was going out there to get a hotel room. was going out there for some reason, and instead of getting a hotel room, they're like, hey, just stay with me, Mr. Kill Everything. And then one story I heard, he's like, he slept on her floor. One night he slept on the floor. Then the other night he slept in her bed. Is that what he graduated? You start off on the floor, things go well, you behave on the floor. That's where the dog takes dumps. The dog takes dumps. That's all I know. The dog takes dumps on the floor. Mr. Kill Everything sleeps on the floor. Then it all gets into the bed. Or they all get on the bed. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm glad they're happy. Looks like they're getting along. And it's all uplifting. They could do yoga together. 2 bottles of whiskey per yoga session. Every time you do yoga, got to drink a bottle of whiskey. That should be a drunk yoga with Mr. Kill Everything. That'd be awesome. Drunk yoga. I'd watch that. Drunk yoga with Mr. Kill Everything. It's him being like Bikram yoga. Listen to me. No, that's leaving. What's you say? What the fuck did I say? What the fuck did I say? Okay, I'm going to shut up and listen. When did I lie to you? I like the guy. I think it's humorous. But yes, he does need to step away from the sauce. As they like to say in the business, step away from the sauce. Tampa let it converse. You lost to a trans lady in dating. We know you because of that. You lost to a trans lady in dating. We know you because of that. Touche. I did. I should have challenged her to a swimming match. I took her out for a couple drinks. That's what I did. I was a nice guy. Bought her a couple drinks. We had a good time. We had some laughs. Those were the days, Tampaletta Converter. If only we can go back to the good old days, thinking about the OJs and the good old days. Beloved chatter, Mr. Kill Everything drove 7 hours specifically to get laid, and he did. The same way you drive 7 hours to close an open mic, kind of the same. Yes, that's what I do. I don't do an open mic unless it's 7 hours away. Then let's get in the car and go do the open. I love how that was a thing. Like, I didn't just happen to be driving through St. Louis. Also on that show was Greg Warren, who just had a special come out. Very funny comic. Sean O'Brien was on that show. A very funny comic at the St. Louis Funny Bone. A lot of great comics on that show. So it's not a regular, but still, good time. I was also going to hang out with my friends. It just happened to be passing through St. Louis. Well, let's go with that. I'm driving around the country looking for open mics. Yes. 7 hour open mic. I heard they got one in Washington, D.C. tonight. Let's get in the car and do it. All right. Now what I was really going to, the other thing. All right, I'm done with the Riley Gaines thing. That's it. Riley Gaines, you owe a thank you to Leah Thomas. That's all I'm saying. See, we sort things out. We sort things out that nobody asked me to sort out. Nobody asked me to do this. Nobody's like, I wonder what Ray DeVito thinks about what's going on between Riley Gaines and Simone Biles. Nobody asked me. And I gave my opinion anyways. Riley Gaines owes a thank you to Leah Thomas for beating her in that race. That's it. Riley Gaines owes an apology to Simone. No, she owes a thank you to Simone Biles for bringing that up, for giving her more attention, and she owes a thank you to Leah Thomas. So anyone that responds to Riley Gaines is just giving her more attention. Any high-profile people. But what I do not like is her going around, and yes, I am on the record saying I do think that kids should, I don't know, there should be an age limit before you can start. You can go ahead and in your head be like, if you're born, you're transgender and you know it at a young age, that's fine. But as far as they start like changing over the hormones and stuff, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. A doctor should probably look into that. But I think there should be, I'm not the one to make the call. I think that's up to RFK Jr. I think it's his call to decide when it's appropriate. Or Elon Musk. I think it's Musk, Trump. and RFK Jr. They're the ones that should decide when it's okay. No, they should not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But no, I do think that, yeah, you can't. I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. I don't know. I just think, because I just think of all the kids that I grew up with that are now gay. And when I were kids, they were straight. I remember hanging out with buddies of mine that were like interested in girls and like bragging about kissing girls and stuff. I wasn't kissing girls, but they were. And it turns out they're gay. So it just worked out for them. That's what I think. Age Squirrel, was open mic the name of the trans? Ouch. Jeez. Come on, man. Jesus. Magic Mike. I think it was Magic Mike. Open mic. Oh, damn. That's a good one. Damn, Age of Squirrel. But yes. Well, good for Mr. Kill Everything and Ashley. Seems like it worked out for them. And I'm glad they're happy together. So happy together. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. You and me, and you and I. Da, 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 da. Let's close our eyes. I don't know how that song goes. Oh. But yes, that's very funny. Two very funny super right there. Very funny super chats. Beloved chatter. It's very funny. Lots of translate. We know because of that. Ian Hawk, Whitney Cummings. Why not? Yeah, I like everybody that's on the. When I see the clips, I find them entertaining. It's a good time. All right. I was watching this. So this is a documentary on Vice with John Rocker. They did a documentary on John Rocker. And apparently this is like about the whole, do you think Eastbound and Down was, and they even admitted, I guess Will Ferrell is the executive producer of, was an executive producer of Eastbound and Down, one of the people that's started it. And yes, I guess the character Will Ferrell would play John Rocker in the SNL skits. And basically he was known for his articles in when he got interviewed for Sports Illustrated. And he's saying that everyone in NYC he's had a bunch of homophobic stuff and racial slurs. Basically tearing the city apart was what John Rocker was doing. He later apologized, but the damage was done. All right, I don't want ads. I got to get the ad-free thing, man. So yes, so we find out because even he said that he taught, and then they ask John Rocker, how does he care that the character is based off of him? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. It's like he thinks it's hilarious. He thinks the show's hilarious. He thought the SNL skits were hilarious. He's all for it. He's not mad. Didn't ask for money. Just like, yeah, I think it's hilarious. Whatever. So he seems to be a good sport about the whole thing. But this documentary, so he goes to Cooperstown every year. John Rocker goes to Cooperstown, and apparently it's like one of the most popular attractions. He's got like one of the longest lines where people go, they want his autograph. And yeah, he is. He's kind of like a folk hero, if you will. I don't know if folk hero is the exact. He's a personality. He's definitely a strong personality. We'll put it that way. An outspoken guy, says a lot of ignorant shit. He'd be perfect for NLC. He'd be awesome, but he's like one of the most popular characters every year in Cooperstown. the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's obviously never going to get in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but some people don't like him. There's an Atlanta Braves fan who a few of them are not appreciative of John Rocker and the things he said. And then other ones are like, oh, it's all forgiven, whatever. He's a personality, blah, 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 blah. He goes over his career. Then they do this because he said a lot of racial things, but then they talked to a lot of his teammates, like Marquise Grissom, who I guess was a teammate with him, not only in Atlanta, but then later with the Cleveland Indians, a black player, and a couple of the other black players they talked to, and they're like, yeah, like he was fine in the clubhouse. He's kind of outspoken, but he wasn't racist to any of us. Just said like inappropriate, ignorant things from time to time. Well, whatever, but it was nothing malicious. And they said that he was fine in the locker room. There he is, Will Ferrell doing his skits. But even then, like he's still like kind of outspoken to this day. Like here he is. They go on this celebrity golf. They play celebrity golf. He does this celebrity golf tournament, and he's still just like foul-mouthed and he's only like here he's being foul-mouthed only towards himself. Like fuck me, I fucking suck. Blah blah. So he's very critical of himself in there, but still like an outspoken dude. Then when he goes and plays, and then he gets drunk at the bars, bunch of people buying him shots, bunch of people buying him drinks, and he's loving it. He's saying inappropriate stuff. He's throwing down drinks left and right, just having a good time. Looks like he's having a good time. Looks like it's fun. But he's telling her like why this drink sucks, not enough liquor in this one. If they give you this drink, you got to send it back. Woo. Get into it, Johnny. So he's having a good time. Everyone's having a good time. It's a lot of fun to hang out with, party with John Rocker. Why not? But then they go out the next day. They throw some pitches. And even while he's doing this, he's still like inappropriate with the lady. So he's out there with this. He's still making inappropriate jokes. She's like, can you show me your slider? He's like, yeah, I'll show you a slider if you know what I mean. Just making inappropriate jokes. Like, all right, there's cameras on you, John Rocker. I don't think you got to take it innuendos like that. You were famous for throwing a slider. Just stick to the pitches. You don't got to make dick jokes, Johnny. But he's himself to the very end. So, but then I did not know this. But this is what is a little. So he does these autograph signings, and I did not know this. This is where he kind of loses me a little bit. So he's doing these autograph signings. People are coming up. They want his autograph. A lot of people want baseball signs, but then he does this. He signs. So they're there. But he's got these shirts that say "Speak English." This is where you kind of lose me, John Rocker. And the way he dies on this hill, like I'm doing everyone a favor. It's a little program I started to help foreigners that come to this country. I think there's a lot of good with the remarks I said back in the 90s. Like, yeah, come here, speak the language. That's like Andrew Dice Clay leaning into the character for no reason, John Rocker. Sometimes just abort it. But he's selling T-shirts that say "Speak English," and of course, I think fans are buying his T-shirts for the wrong reasons, getting them autographed. And John Rocker's dumb head, he thinks this is a good idea. Maybe he's in the Dabbleverse. I think that's what it is. This is like, but he's like, I think it's a good program. It's kind of just a message out there. You come here. Helps people assimilate to this country, get to know the culture a little bit. You're going to come here, learn the language. It's only going to help you. Wear your John Rocker T-shirt that says "Speak English." Why not? So I think that's it. But this is something he does do, which is pretty cool. He does have this. He does help out military vets. That's right. He started a program where he goes and he finds homeless vets and he gets them house. And he makes up a good point. He's like, he's not the most famous major leaguer at all. He points out his teammate Mark Wohlers having the better career than what he had. And he points out, like, yeah, he's like, we house like 12,000 veterans. And he goes, Mark Wohlers way more successful than I ever was in the major leagues, but like he is not opinionated or whatever, didn't like have a big personality. So him going on Survivor, like he didn't get asked to go on Survivor. I got asked to go on Survivor because he's a big personality. So I'm a big personality, and it like helped them reach out. So he is doing some good. I think he should leave the Speak English t-shirts alone. I think if other people want to sell him and he wants something, that's one thing. I don't think he should be out there advocating. If you come to this country, learn to speak the language. Maybe that's not the message to get out there, but he is doing some good with housing people. So I look at that. But then I did see this. He was on Survivor, and he got kicked off of Survivor. I did not know why they bring this up that he got voted off of Survivor under weird circumstances, and I didn't know what they were, so I looked them up. And it turns out that this is why he got kicked off. Yes, John Rocker was voted off of Survivor in the 29th season, finishing in 16th place. He was eliminated in the third vote after being center of negative attention and being recognized by other players who are aware of his controversial statements. He was voted out with an immunity idol in his pocket on day 8. But I did not know this. Apparently, he threatened Survivor. He threatened to punch a woman on the show. So I did not know this. I just want the remarks. Why did he get? What were the remarks that got him kicked off? That's all I want. Why can't we do this? Yeah, on Survivor during an argument with fellow Natalie Anderson, yeah, he told her if she was a man, he'd punch her, and then he like offered to fight everybody there. It's in that episode on YouTube, but on Survivor during an argument with fellow and I'm not gonna lie, this Natalie Anderson, I watched a clip. She kind of a cunt. Not gonna lie, she was kind of a cunt. And Rocker's like, if you're a man, I knock your teeth out. But then he did like threaten to fight. He's like, all right, you guys want to fight? Let's fight. So he was John Rocker to the bitter end. But I think the guy's heart is in the right place. I think his message. So I do like John Rocker. I still think he's a little rougher on the edges. But I do. Eastbound and Down is a great show. And yeah, I think he definitely inspired it. I think he's part of the reason why it's a great show. I will give him that. And I will say, he sucked when he was with the Indians. And then he said he never gave up an earned run in the postseason, which I did not know. But he only played 6 years. They're trying to say, like, a lot of people try to paint the narrative he was out of baseball because of the stuff he said. But no, he played 5 years in the league after that. His shoulder just, like, gave up. But, yeah, he's kind of insane. But it seems like he does have a decent heart. When it's all said and done, it seems like the guy does have a decent heart. He's done a lot of good for people. Says a lot of inappropriate things. But then again, so does he gave us Kenny Powers. So that's what he houses homeless veterans. He gave us Kenny Powers. Not a big fan of his speak English campaign, but apparently a lot of people are fans of it. I don't know if they're fans for the right reason. Isn't this old news? Yeah, I just saw the documentary today. Tim, want me to go back to talking about what's her name? Is that what you want me to do? Want me to go back to talking about Riley? Riley Gaines? Is that what we got to do? Which the more I think about that, she's a troublemaker, this Riley Gaines. Who's worse? Riley Gaines or John Rocker? And by the way, I guess John Rocker is kind of outspoken on Twitter. I don't know if this is him being obnoxious, kind of like, remember how the Iron Sheik was obnoxious for no reason? I don't know if he's also like that. Yeah, let's go through. Let's stream through what he's got. Frank, Ray, thanks for coming in to my defense. I hope you guys all worked that out. I mean, I don't want to get involved. I really didn't want to talk about that stuff at all. I know Teamster Tim brought that stuff up. And so I just wanted to which I appreciate him defending me. I didn't even know people were talking about me. I don't, like I said, I don't go out of my way to watch stuff, but when the clips show up or something, I'll see that. But yeah, I don't. But yeah, you're welcome for whatever that was. That was called Equality, Ray. Thank you. Send John Rocker the link. Yeah, let's scroll through his. Like I said, I do like the guy. I'd fucking have John Rocker on. I'd hang out with him. Let's be honest. Who would you rather hang out with for a night and drink beers with? John Rocker or Mark Wallers? I'd go John Rocker. He's got 280. All right, so he's got. Damn, he's got only 18% the amount of Twitter followers that Riley Green has. And all she did is lose a race to a transgender lady. Look, there you go. He's got an email. I'll send him an email, see if he wants to jump on. John Rocker, this bullshit. Okay, so he's all right. This is not helping you, John Rocker. This bullshit. All right. All right. This is not the message, John Rocker, to get out there. Come on, man. He really is the real life Kenny Powers. I'm trying to defend you, John Rocker. What are you doing? You can do better than this. What do you care? Let them celebrate. Let them have their day. What is it to you? Aren't you supposed to be pro-veteran? This guy I actually served in the military. Let him have his day. Who cares? What goes with this? Of course, right on cue. Oh, Jesus. John Rocker, what are you doing? Get rid of your Speak English shirts. Oh, do I want to go down John Rocker's Twitter history? The United States is not responsible for taking care of the entire world, says John Rocker. 15,000 people agree with him, retweeting that. An illegal burned to death on New York City subway today. I tried telling you all 25 years ago and got canceled for it. We need mass deporting immediately. This is not that's a lady he was going to get in a fight with. Can you have CTE in baseball? He really is. It'd be wrong of us not say thank you to Scott Presler for his patriotism and to work to swing the state of Pennsylvania red. This man had major impact getting President Trump back to where he is today. Much respect. I don't know who that guy is, but I'm sure John Rocker has his poster on his wall. I'm sure he owns some John Rocker. Will send him some Speak English T-shirts. Trump will medically discharge over 15,000 transgender service members, deeming them unfit to serve. This is the let them serve. I don't want to go into the military. If they're willing to serve, let them serve. John Rocker. All right, John Rocker, you're losing me on your Twitter post. Trump has defeated 4 women so far. These are the should Fauci have Secret Service protection revoked that is costing taxpayers $15 million a year? Are people really threatening to kill Fauci? He saved us all during COVID, right? With Johnson & Johnson? I don't know. John is off his, that should be his. John is off his rocker. This fucking loser can't take a damn joke. Wish I laid him out right here and there, ruined his bullshit weekend. So he got in a fight with Patrick Mahomes' dad. Let's see what this is. Well, let's see what this is all about. We'll watch it. This is on tape. So this is Patrick Mahomes' dad. Patrick Mahomes, already a Hall of Fame quarterback, multiple, what did he win? 2 Super Bowl? No, 3-time Super Bowl champion, I believe. If those of you that know, his brother Jackson Mahomes is kind of a piece of shit. Been caught taking advantage of women on camera. Many videos of that, being inappropriate with women, using his brother's popularity to kind of do what he wants. So this is, I did hear about this. I don't know what all happened there, but John Rocker and Patrick Mahomes' dad getting into it. Patrick Mahomes' dad and John Rocker getting into it on Bourbon Street. So let's see.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, I would have had John Rocker in this fight. I definitely would have. I think it's better they did not fight. I don't know what they're arguing about. You can't really hear anything of what exactly is going on. All right. I think we covered enough John Rocker. I think we covered enough John Rocker for the day. I think we did that. Age of Squirrel. Ray is Devilverse averse. Yes, I'm averse. That's what I am. I am averse. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. HVAC with a super sticker from the north. Another super sticker. Look at all the super stickers from the north. 1 super sticker, 2 super stickers, 3 super stickers, 4 super stickers, 5. Yeah. All right. I'm going to get ready to wrap up here. I'm going to go run. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll listen to a little Led Zeppelin. Going to California. All right. $50. Thank you. You sent me $50. Thank you for sending me $50. I appreciate it. 420, bro. Yes, I started at 420 on the dot. I said I started on the dot. I don't know where that expression come from. Let's start on the dot, but I did. I took a dot and I started on the dot. Beloved chatter, very funny today. Tampaletta Converters, very funny today. Yes, I got to go drive 7 hours to close out an open mic. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's be on Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito. You can also hit like, hit subscribe, get a membership. Why not? All right. I love everybody. Tio Hanks, thanks for I got a gift from Tio Hank. Thanks for doing that, buddy. And I'll see all you punks later. All right. Enjoy your week. Peace.